Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. Here we've got War 7 of Season 45. The band attackers are Torch, Kingpin, and Void. Kingpin and Void, no! So that means I get to bring in my rank 4 Sig 200 Angel and Cassie Lang. Both of them are Decay Attack Tactic attackers. And I'm bringing Odin for the pre-fights. Will I remember to apply Odin's pre-fights here on this first fight? This is kind of, I was thinking, a nothing burger node for a good defender like Mysterio. And I was wrong. This is actually a very good placement because his special attacks take half as much power. And so he's going to be constantly pushing into his special 1, which of course I want to push him into his special 2. So there was just a whole other realm of this fight that I should have been expecting, but I just wasn't ready for. So here he is. He's going to throw a special 1 right after throwing his special 2. And, man, I just did not want that kind of thing to happen. And now I'm kind of figuring out, like, oh, man, he is going to have a special the whole fight. And so I'm trying to push him to his SP2, which I do there. But after he throws this special 2, he will have a special 1, like right away. Because his special attacks require or cost half as much energy as they normally would. So I'm trying to get him to throw a special 2, which he will do here. But look, he still has almost a special 2. So I should have hit him one more time. That was a mistake on my part right there. And as you're going to see, everything in the fight's going really well right now. But he's always has power. And this is the one. I see now he's got me in the corner, which is, you know anything about Mysterio, he's going to want to throw those heavies. And, man, you can do a pretty decent job of evading the heavy. But eventually, he's going to tag me pretty good. And so there's a heavy. There's a heavy. Will he throw 3 in a row? Yes, he will. Golly, so this is just the thing. I'm not able to push him to his special 2, so he keeps throwing the special 1s. I'm like, oh, man, this is not what I want. So there's a heavy, and then I was prepared for him to throw another heavy, but he was back to a special 1, and now his heavy catches me. I'm getting a little frazzled. He wants to throw another special. I'm trying to get out of this stinking corner. That SP2 did some decent damage. I've got him to his SP2, which is good, but when he throws it, he'll be basically back up to an SP2, but he'll have his SP1. So that one maneuver right there where I was expecting a heavy and he threw an SP1 and caught me in the corner. Like that really cost me. So here he's at his SP1, but he still has another SP1. I'm in the corner again. So here we go. I'm just taking into the block. Heavy evade in the corner. Oh, heavy evade in the corner. I'm waiting for the damage reflection to go away. Trying to push him. Trying to beat this guy up. Now I've pushed to my SP1. Just trying to get him down any way you can by, hook or by crook at this point. Oh, I should have tacked right there. I don't know what I guess I just didn't want to push him red. Yeah, that's good. So I know he's going to have to throw another special. He goes unstoppable there for a second. I just take that SP1 into the block, so now he's got the damage reflection, but he has another SP1, so I'm trying to bait him to come in, which he obliges there. And down he goes. Golly, that actually, what I thought was going to be a nothing burger of a fight, turned out to be a good old Mysterio fight. I mean, goodness gracious, just a pain in the rear. So here we've got, that Mysterio was a 7-star. Here we've got an America 7-star. Now I have a rank 1 at least 7-star America, which I think that's what this is. And so I'm familiar with playing her. That was a fat finger. I did not mean to do that. So I was just like, wow. There goes that passive AI not punishing me again when I make a mistake. Sometimes it'll do something brilliant, and other times it'll just stand there while you make a mistake. So I'm trying to get her to throw her special. She is not poison immune, so I'm going to put some poisons on her. Put a few power stings on her. Get her to throw her specials and get that little routine going. Build that rhythm now. Okay, I got 1 crit out of all those hits. It'd been nice to get some more. Alright, so trying to keep the power stings on. Build them up a little bit. Nice. This will do a lot of damage here. If I can get her to throw special, yeah. Nice chunk of damage there. She's indestructible. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to wait out that indestructible. Good. Just beating her up. I'm at a full yellow bar. This is where I want to be. I want her in the corner and me punishing her in the corner. That's what we're going for here. So this next special she throws, I think, should take her out. There we go. Yeah. Way to go, Cassie. Woo! You are a tiny hero. All right. This next fight is a 7-star Wiccan. On just a note, that's power focus 2, but I'm going to be putting the taunt on him, so he'll want to throw his special 1. And so this fight is going to end up being just fine. You know, Cassie cannot gain buffs. There, I made a mistake, hoping they wouldn't make me pay, or hoping they would attack in, but they did not. Mr. Wiccan just backed up. So take some poisons there, Wiccan. I need to get some power stings on him. Oh, a light intercept from Mr. Wiccan. So he's at special 1. I am playing this very poorly so far. See if I can get some power stings here. Yeah, see, I noticed that I pushed him green, so I had to back up. I had to cut that short. See if I just throw a special 2. I do not want him getting to his special 2, though. So, let's see what I do here. Throw a special. Now let's see if I throw my special 3. Okay, I do. See if I can do some decent damage here. I don't remember. He thinks he's going to step on me? Actually, the tables have turned. And I will step on you, Wiccan. So he's going to throw those special 1s. Thank you very much. I do push him to an SB2. I forgot. I'll probably just take this into the block. Yeah, did some nice little block damage on me there, Wiccan. But that's what happens when you make a mistake. Come on. Oh, he could have punished me there. See? That's me being a noob Cassie player again. But here, I'll put the taunt on him. He's already got a bunch of power stings. Yeah, that'll take him out right there. Woo! Got lucky a couple times. He intercepted me. But it'll all work out. Now we've got a 7-star Killmonger. That'll be great. So this fight, of course, is just don't make a mistake. Heal up. Don't make a mistake. That's all you got to know. And then look, here is one eye open. And I'm reminding myself, you cannot punish a stun. You cannot punish a stun. So you can bait out a heavy or you can punish a special, but you cannot punish a stun. It's fine to stun him. It's fine to parry, but you cannot punish him when you do that. So you got to wait for him to throw his specials or bait heavies. And the reason I zoomed in on that for this war was I had forgotten about One Eye Open 2 consecutive wars. And I was not going to let it be 3 consecutive wars. So I can hit him into the block. That's fine. I can't intercept him. That's fine. I just can't punish a stun. So I'm trying to bait out the heavies. Push him to his SP2. Oh, it happened. The bad thing happened. The Killmonger thing happened. I just got caught in that in-between place of trying to move back to give myself a little space. And he, of course, instantly in that moment activated his SP2, so I couldn't then further back up, and he catches me. You gotta give the AI some credit there. Sometimes they have that super beyond human reflexes there to know how to punish you. But that's my own fault. I shouldn't have been backing up. I should have just waited. And I believe that's the only real mistake I make, other than the fact that I am taking forever to get to the serious damage here. There we go. Bait out the heavies. Push him to his SP2. That's all fine. Punish the heavy. Oh, why didn't I? Oh, I guess I was just playing it extra safe because of SP2. Yeah. I'm okay with playing it safe right there. You know, it probably wasn't the the absolute right move, but if you're a little unsure of yourself, just wait. You can always take an SB1 into the block and then evade the last hit. That's okay. And as you can see, I don't have just a ton of time. He's at about 50% health now. So here he's at his SB1, so that's all going into the block. But I can punish it, so that's fine. So far, there we go. I have not punished a parry. That's good. I've not forgotten about when I opened this match. So bait out the heavy, swing in. So there we go. Throw your SB2, you wild man. Then take a sword to the face straight from Olympus. There we go. Man, he just takes forever, doesn't he? If you don't have a champ that's going to be putting just, big time DOT on him, he just takes a long time. So Angela is a good choice there. I had signed up for an Emma as a mini boss, but someone swooped in and took Emma. As you can see from the health meters here, a previous fight had already happened, and I recorded it, but then I accidentally deleted it somehow. And that is, I took this Hulkling fight knowing I did not have a good counter for it. But because no one else signed up for it, I went ahead and volunteered. I know Cassie can do this fight, but she is not optimal. You want a Mystic for this fight, right? You want a Mystic to just obliterate Hulkling. There were plenty of really good counters to Hulkling, and I didn't have any room for them on the roster. And I did die. It was a very long fight, but I made a couple mistakes. And the mistakes on this particular node were because this is a node that rewards having a lot of buffs, which of course Hulkling has all the buffs, is I should have just let him throw multiple specials in a row. Instead, I kept trying to push him to his SP2, but I think this is a node where your specials don't take nearly as much power or something like that. And I should have just let him. I should have been more patient, I guess is the quick answer. I should have been more patient, and this fight would have gone a little bit better. Because I was being impatient, I wasn't able to put the power stings on with the frequency I wanted or in the amount I wanted. And, his specials just take forever. Both his SP1 and his SP2 are just so long. So now the fight is going well. And I kind of, you hate dying, right? I hate dying. But I knew this was going to be a frustrating fight. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. And I really look at the loss as a learning experience. Like if I have to, I would always much rather someone with a Mystic take this fight. But if I have to take it with Cassie again, I feel very confident that the next time I do, it'll be a solo. Now, it'll probably be a long fight no matter what, just because that's the nature of Hulkling, right? If you don't have a Mystic. But I feel like I know how to do this fight now. You just have to let him throw his specials. You have to stay out of the corner, of course, and get the taunt on him if you can, and then let him power sting himself down. And I just was a little impatient the first time around. So, all right. So now we've got a CGR on a hazard shift node. Let's see what all the nodes are. I know it's CGR, hazard shift, and conflictor. And Crumbling Honor. Crumbling Honor is a nothing node for us. The Conflictor is going to be giving him some power back every time I put a debuff on him. So, Hazard Shift, of course, Angela is the answer to. There's no problem there. And I really don't want to push him to his SP2, and the fight should just be one of those beat-em-up fights, right? Just an Angela fight. As long as you don't get caught by a special one, and as long as you don't push him to his special two. I thought that evade right there he just put on me, I thought maybe I had misread the node, and that, man, if you repeat the same motion twice or the same move twice, he's going to evade. And I was like, oh no. Because that would make this fight a lot scarier. But I think I was just a fraction of a second late in my dash, trying to punish his special one, so he evaded out of it. Because he doesn't do it the rest of the fight. And there's nothing on the node set that would make me think he would get an evade. So I think I just was a millisecond late. So now I'm going, oh, crud. I just push him to his special two, which is not what I wanted. So I evade the first part, evade the second and third part, and then I block maybe the first and then dex out of the last two there. So that was good. Did a good job there. Just an impromptu dexing of an SP2. And of course the special one is not so difficult. You just get the rhythm, you got it. I think probably most of us can evade the CGR SP1, right? CGR not a great defender because that special one I think is pretty simple. Now if he catches you, he is going to put on so much pain. You are in trouble, right? But thankfully the SP1 is just not hard to evade. It's just dash, dash, space, dash. That's how I think about it. You know, just dash, dash, wait a beat, and then dash again, and you'll be fine. Angela is just pounding into the Ghost Man, the CGR. And so far, so good. I was thinking I was going to have to take the left path of Boss Island, but what happens is my teammates stepped up. They've really, haven't been seeing that a ton this year. And I went to bed and I still had the left path of Boss Island there, and I woke up and it was gone. So I had the learning lesson against Hulkling, but other than that, a really nice war for War 7. Come back for War 8.